We're able to get all the studs transferred over to the new turbo, the oil line, or the oil stud for the oil line. The other two down here, and then we got to get one of the studs for the exhaust snap that couldn't get it out, so we're gonna have to replace it with a bolt. And then the exhaust bolts, I need to cut this with the cutting wheel, drill it out, and then I do have the replacements for those. So next step. So I wanted to show you guys, you basically have to gut everything just to install this turbo. The turbo had to come back out, the cat has to come out, and no joke, the whole exhaust system has to come out. And let me show you why. The oil line in the back that is hard to get to. I'll show you what's going on here. All right, so you will not have any, zoom this out. You won't have any clearance if you don't take the cat out or if you don't take the whole exhaust out. Now, you can see the oil line fitting through here. Okay, YouTube, I got the bolt started. It was still a pain after putting the turbo and the catalytic converter on. I had to actually use a pry bar and reach over from the right side under the cat to hold the bolt, and then use a pry bar to the left of the line there and pry the line off, because the line has a slight curvature to it to where it doesn't want to sit level to the oil fitting hole. So I had to just pry that up, and then the bolt finally went in. Now just using the ratchet with this tight spot here to thread it back in. Okay, there it is, all threaded in. Man, this is the hardest part of the job, but now from here it's all easy. Thank God. I'm gonna give you guys an overview of the install. For the removal video, I did not remove the exhaust from the catalytic converter, and I struggled. So if you're removing or installing this turbo, I recommend you remove the exhaust from the catalytic converter first, and then the O2 sensor connectors, and slide the catalytic converter out to get access to that banjo bolt for the oil. Once you got that off, the first thing I recommend is sliding the catalytic converter in, reconnecting the connectors for the O2 sensors, then sliding in your turbo with your oil line connected on the top, and reaching from the bottom and being able to thread in that banjo bolt for the turbo. After that, you can reconnect your exhaust manifold to your catalytic converter in the bracket, and then everything else like the valve cover and the intercooler is on top, and all the intake lines to the turbo. Everything else goes on fairly easy. Then don't forget to change your oil and your filter. It's important for installing a new turbo. Lubricate the turbo, and this is how it sounds now, so everything's all good.